All right, here it is, guys, the brand new Huawei Watch Fit 4 Pro. I've been testing this out for a couple of weeks now, and I've even taken it diving. Okay, I'm joking. I actually didn't do that. Too many sharks. And Huawei have made a lot of upgrades to this thing. And yes, it does kind of look like a mini Apple Watch Ultra, but do you know what else is mini? The price. This comes in at just £249 on release. And this is one of the most feature-packed Huawei Fit watches to date. It's definitely an adventure-ready and health-focused watch. And this is the first Huawei Fit Pro watch to date. And you might be wondering, why do they call it Pro? Well, if you stick around, you will see. And I've got a feeling some of the features here might surprise you. Anyway, let's get into this. So the Huawei Watch Fit 4 Pro is ridiculously light at just 30.4 grams. And see, the metal used on this device is actually a combination of titanium and aerospace grade aluminium, and the glass on top is sapphire glass. And you probably noticed just then that there are mics and speakers built into this thing, so you can use it for taking and making phone calls. And check this out, the body is thinner than the previous Watch Fit. It's now just 9.3 millimeters thick. I'm told it's actually one of the slimmest in the industry. And it looks pretty much half the thickness of the Apple Watch, but don't quote me on that. The display on this thing is also very pro. It's a 1.82 inch AMOLED, 347 pixels per inch, so it's nice and sharp. And this is actually the brightest Huawei Fit watch ever made. The peak brightness here is 3000 nits, and that's almost enough to give you a suntan, but in reality, the brightness is perfect for those sunny days when really you should be getting a suntan, but maybe you're working out and you want to check your stats on your watch. So whether you're at the gym and the lights are really bright, or you're on a sunny trail, you'll be able to see everything here nice and clearly on the Huawei Watch Fit 4 Pro. So Huawei have equipped this with their latest TrueSense technology, which means faster, smarter health tracking. You can get ECG readings, blood oxygen, heart rate, arrhythmia alerts, and even HRV stress data. And it can track your sleep quality and your recovery. And the sleep breathing awareness is really quite advanced. It can track sleep apnea if that's something you suffer with. And also if you care about fine tuning your post-gym recovery while sleeping, it can give you all of that data as well. So the Watch Fit 4 really is fine tuned to provide you with all of that important information to help you live a healthier life. And yes, there's also menstrual tracking too for the ladies. And within Huawei's health app, you can actually share your health data with your family and friends. So guys, you could set this up as a kind of early warning system for when you need to get out of the house and maybe go scuba diving. Or maybe golfing might be the safer option than going back to the house or scuba diving. And if you do decide to go golfing, this is one of the pro modes that's been added here. There are more than 15,000 golf courses mapped onto Huawei software. So this combined with the GPS can actually help you track how far you are from the hole. Also, the sensors on the device can help you improve your swing tempo and potentially make you a better player. And another pro mode is the dive mode. So this supports up to 40-meter free diving, and it can even help you with hover times and breath training, which can make you a better diver. But you'll never be able to outswim a shark, that's just a fact. And it can even track 7 different types of water sports like sailing, surfing, rowing, and it can even do route tracking in the water. And as well as that, this is equipped with a barometer for air pressure, also depth and elevation measurements. So that's some more of the pro level stuff that this Watch Fit 4 Pro can do. And Huawei have also given this some pro level GPS with their sunflower positioning system, which they previously used on the more expensive Huawei watches. Put very simply, it is kind of a very clever antenna placement on the watch that allows it to lock on to the satellites even when the watch isn't facing the sky. And this helps the most when you're passing by big buildings and things like that that could block the signals. Using this sunflower system, it can lock on with dual frequencies using the L1 and L5 antennas, and this watch supports 5 GNSS systems. And Huawei say it's actually 56% more accurate than the previous model. And with the trail running mode, if you've downloaded the offline contour maps, you can actually set waypoint navigation contour intervals up to 10 meters. So it actually guides you through the terrain, giving you a really good idea of all the inclines and dips on the path. Yeah, that is pro. And if you want to, you can even import routes from Komoot and download offline maps. So you can navigate to places right from your wrist. No phone needed. Now here's an area where Huawei is always king. It is battery life. So this watch right here, the Watch Fit 4 Pro, can last for up to 10 days on a single charge. 7 days if you really push it and do all of the tracking and all that kind of stuff and lots of activities. And then when it's out of power, you can recharge it using the provided magnetic charger in just 60 minutes. So that's 10 days of workouts, golfing, sunbathing, tracking, climbing up mountains and things like that without ever having to worry about the battery life. Now, if you're wondering about colors, there are actually 3 different versions of the Watch Fit 4 Pro. There's the green nylon strap version, and that's got this kind of woven texture to it. It's quick drying, but that one probably is not so ideal for water sports, maybe more well suited for golf. And then there's this one, the black version, which uses a wave style fluoroelastomer strap. And this strap is actually surprisingly soft, but also grippy, which means it won't slide around on your wrist when you're on those long hikes or running or anything like that. But it will be very comfortable. And there's also a blue color variant as well. And I do think this black with the red accent is my favorite, because not only does it look like a fitness watch, but also you could wear this with a more formal outfit if you wanted to. Of course, you should probably change the watch face a little bit for that. And if you are wondering about how many watch faces there are literally hundreds within the Huawei Health app. Some of them are paid, some of them are free. You can filter to the free ones, and there are a bunch pre-installed on the watch. If you hold your thumb down on the screen, you can swipe between those and customize each one, and even some of the complications on them as well. And when it comes to the software and the features here, it is Huawei's own software, and it's very good. It's very efficient. You get all your notifications, you've got music control, weather, you can make and take phone calls, read text messages, you can store music directly on the watch and play them directly to earbuds if you don't have your phone. And all of this is now much improved thanks to this rotating crown, which we're used to seeing on much more expensive watches. This makes the user interface much easier to navigate. And then you've also got that quick shortcut button as well, which jumps straight into your exercises. And of course, there are hundreds and hundreds of exercises here, including my favorites, esports. Sports is in the name, so it's definitely a sport. And of course, laser tag. So that's 10 days of workouts, golfing, sunbathing, swimming, tracking, climbing up a mountain. So if it wasn't already clear, of course, this watch works with iOS and it also works with Android. The official app is on the App Store on Apple, so you don't have to worry about downloading it and sideloading it. Interestingly, the Watch Fit 4 Pro does have NFC, but there are limitations to what apps can access it in certain regions, so you might want to look into that. But technically in some places you can link your bank card to it and pay via the watch. So here's my take on this. If you want a smartwatch that's built for outdoor performance, packs a bunch of pro level health tracking features and looks premium without costing a fortune like the Apple Watch Ultra, but with a slightly similar look, well, the Huawei Watch Fit 4 Pro is well worth a look. It's lighter than you might expect and it's tougher than it looks. It's also smarter and the battery life lasts longer than pretty much all of the other watches in this price bracket. But let's say you don't need all those pro features like the dive and golf tracking stuff and the offline contour maps and things like that. Well, the regular Watch Fit 4 still gives you that big display and GPS and a bunch of health tools, but at an even better price. So you might want to take a look at that. So let me know what you think of the Huawei Watch Fit 4 Pro. I may do a follow-up video on this answering all of the frequently asked questions. Let me know if you want to see that. And if you do want to get one, use the affiliate link below this video. You'll be supporting the channel if you do. You'll also be getting the best deal on this watch. And if you did find this one helpful and you want to see more stuff like this, then make sure you're subscribed. And if you just subscribed, you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man. And I'll see you in the next one. Don't be late.